So this is a thing. Less than 24 hours since this person bought a Mac Neo, their yellow version turned silver. Yeah, let's talk about this. So this is something that happened with, I believe, the 17 Pro. When it first came out, there was issues with the actual paint on the actual device coming off. Now, I'm so weird when I think about that because the way they put the actual color on the phone is, I'm going to butcher this so badly,
where it provides a combination of durability, lightweight, and color stability. The versatility of anodizing makes it a critical process in modern manufacturing, where both performance and appearance are paramount. One of the primary limitations is that anodizing is generally limited to non-ferrous metals like aluminum, titanium, and magnesium. Ferrous metals, such as steel, do not respond well to the anodizing process, which limits its applicability in some industries. Additionally, while anodizing provides excellent corrosion resistance, it is not entirely impervious to damage. If the oxide layer is breached, the underlying metal can become susceptible to corrosion, particularly in harsh environments. Anodized surfaces can also be more brittle than the base metal, making them more prone to cracking under stress or impact.
The point is, there's a long, detailed process. This is not them just spray painting a phone or, coloring a phone normally. There's a chemical process where it literally goes to the actual metal. It concretes to the metal. So it's not as easy as, I can just, go in and then just go ahead and scrape it off pretty much. But part of that process, the biggest issue is when there's a small little gaps, like little small cracks, for example, with a phone around the camera lens, those areas do not fully solidify. And those areas can be actually picked off over time if you use something sharp like a blade or something like that. They can over time have issues. But when it comes to the main majority of the body, you're not going to have that issue. So, kind of interesting how this is now a thing too. I think this is just a defect, in all honesty. So they posted it on their TikTok, and this is the example that, yes, it is fully true. This is not fake, which I didn't think it was fake to begin with, but I think that what this is, me personally, and it's my personal opinion, I think this is a defect. I think that this is one of those situations where whenever products come out, 10% of products are going to have defects and 10% of products are going to have issues. And I think that's what this is. I don't think this is that this is a proof that the Neo sucks and is awful. No, I think that this is just a defect. So it is what it is. It sucks. It does, because you don't want to see something like this happen with your brand new product. I know some people will be like, well, that's what you get for paying $500 for a MacBook. You're going to get stuff like this. No, I don't agree with that. I think Apple has really good production, product control. I don't think that this is a situation where, quote unquote, this is, they just didn't care because it's a cheaper product. Because that's not how Apple works. Apple doesn't work like that. Now, me personally, if you follow this channel, I'm not an Apple fanboy, okay? I cover foldable cell phones on this channel. If anything, I talk more positive and good about Samsung than any other company out there. Google as well. Google, Samsung, and Motorola. Those are my three companies I like absolutely. If you want to call me a fanboy, I'm a fanboy of those companies. But I'm not going to talk bad about Apple just to talk bad about Apple, right? Apple does have really good product control. So, it's 10%. 10% of all products that get manufactured from any release are going to have problems and defects. This is 1 to 10%. Does it suck? Yes, absolutely. And for this person, what they should do, you have a warranty for a reason. You send it back. You say, hey, this is a problem. They're going to look into it, and they're going to give you a brand new product. 90% of the time, they don't even ask a question because There's no reason to, right? They're just going to send you back a brand new version. And that's pretty much it. Or if you bought it from a store, you just return it. It's not a big deal. Now, the big deal is when things like this happen over time. When they happen 8, 9, 10 months down the road, that's when these things become a big deal, because then you might not have a warranty anymore. And that's when we start getting concerned. We saw this with the Z Fold series, where Z Fold 2 and 3s, the batteries started expanding inside of them, which would destroy the inside display. That was a problem and very concerning. This is one of those things where this is within 24 hours, and if this is happening to many people, please just return it. Return the device, get a brand new one. It's not, honestly, it's not that concerning, in all honesty. Now, where it does get concerning at times is when, let's say, a product is sold out. Maybe it's limited release, right? There's just no way to get another version of that product, which very commonly happens with right now with RAM. RAM prices are going crazy, and RAM supply is very small. So if you have an issue with your RAM, your warranty might not cover it, right? Same concept with GPUs. You get a 5090, has a problem, gotta get a warranty, RMA, you might have an issue. This MacBook Neo, you're not gonna have an issue. Turn it, get a new one. So, my personal opinion. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one. Peace.